How's everyone going? Welcome back to another Comeng998 bi-monthly vlog video. This is for April 2023. This is actually take 2 as well, because I went and re-listened to all the footage and realised how much the microphone was popping. In any case, I hope everyone has been well. Being the month of April, it's about time that we go and, with the heritage season now back, let's have a quick heritage compilation. Alright, so what a busy month those 2 months were. A lot of things obviously happened, and not only heritage stuff. There were also a few other Melbourne events. For example, like the air show and the Grand Prix, of course, occurring, but obviously not related to this channel though. And yeah, not too bad start to the year. Unfortunate that we couldn't go to the first heritage tour of the year, which was of course the Tates to Sandringham. Wasn't a Victoria for that, so yeah. On that, Steam season has begun as well. I think the first tour, I'm not actually, can't recall if 707 managed to run a tour before Steam Rail, but definitely our first Steam tour was the Bendigo Heritage Weekend. So great to see 707 back, 711 back. Sorry, and of course we had we had the A2 running today as well, up to Seymour. So not too bad at all. So yeah, time to have a chat about some of the latest things in the railways, at least of the things I could remember, and the things that I could find semi-short notice. I have forgotten to start taking a list down of this stuff, so I really do need to start thinking about that. So what's been happening with our railways at late? Well, it's rather interesting since, what's it called? Supposedly with a few budget issues, whereas the airport rail link may be delayed now. That's only rumoured, there hasn't been any proper announcement yet. What's it called? The metro the tunnels were completed in the last 2 months as well, so now it's just fit out basically, and then on the testing, which would be great to see. Great for whenever that finally runs. That's something new to try out. Metro Trains contract has been extended, whereas the trams are up the grabs. So our trams is, we don't know what's going to happen with them next, but Metro is here for a little bit longer, supposedly up to 2026, so that they can complete the Metro tunnel in that time. It's usually not the best time to transfer companies during that. yeah, other than that, don't think really there've been really that much else, with the exception of Horizon returning back to Melbourne finally. After, I can't remember what year they stopped running in Melbourne. They're doing intermotor services again, this time under the Team Global, which is formerly known as Toll contract. So they're running one train per week at the moment, and supposedly are going to be expanding to more in the future, but that's where they're at the moment. So yeah, other than that, I don't think there's really that much I can recall off my head. At least there's not really much things that really stuck out anyways. So yeah, thank you. Let's head onwards. What are the plans? What are some updates and what are the plans for the channel? Alright, so some of the things with the channel, as we realised, we're keeping pretty well with our scheduling at the moment. There's definitely keeping up to date with it, but of course, as per one of our recent posts, yes, there are now a lot of videos slowly going to the backlog. There's just not enough time and a lot of things happening. So we had to up the schedule last weekend, for example. We had an extra video come out on Thursday, just basically continuing onwards from the two-parters from the previous week. So it's basically 3 weeks of double videos. Supposedly we do have enough to run double videos for a while, but it's just time constraints, of course. Vlog channel, we've pushed out 2 more vlogs finally, and hope to continue that sort of progress of a vlog per month. Unfortunately, they are rather time consuming to edit, and as well as that, there are a few other videos that I need to edit for the vlog channel, which hopefully will be interesting to everyone once those are out. So really, those are in the workshop at the moment. And of course our model railway channel, keeping that currently operating as well as possible with this 3 weekly schedule, with primarily Japanese models, of course, as our main thing, and then a few little bits of Australian and British stuff as well. So of course it's still going to primarily be an N-gauge channel. That was always the intention of the channel, and it's always been the intention for the MTMR railway to be part of that channel, not things like the exhibition stuff, which obviously that's slowly becoming a main thing on the main channel. We're hoping that we can have a good distribution of model railway exhibitions and heritage trains on the main channel, and of course following some of our regular our day-to-day sort of stuff like new stations and that sort of stuff. So trying to fit those in as well. Yeah, so not too bad in terms of scheduling for the main channel. We're hoping that we may have an extra holiday season coming up. We don't usually plan to have a mid-year one, but it's just to push out things like our unboxing video, which is scheduled, our next Trains Around Melbourne's video, which hasn't been been able to be pushed out, obviously, because there's just no time, and probably another compilation of some form as well, or a backlog video, something like that, to get those out, because it's preferable that we try to get these some of the stuff out within the month. Of course, with the new flexible scheduling, we try to get them out within 24 hours, which has been going semi-well with some of the tours, especially the ones that end decently early. Things like, for example, yesterday's tour, the Climax, it's really hard to edit a video like that when you have to wake up the next morning to do the next tour. So it's the turnaround time is kind of weird, and that's something that we'll trialing out into July, and then we'll decide how we're going to continue that further onwards. Also, they're currently in planning for the what's the future of the channel into the new year, because there's obviously there are changes that have to be made into the new year, and we're currently undecided of how that's going to happen. So obviously more will be announced when it comes to it. So yeah, as I say, not too bad of the last 2 months. Let's hope for another good 2 months, or with quite a lot of other railway events to occur, or a lot of other what's it called, model railway stuff as well. of course, this weekend is also Steam Fest. Hopefully, one year we can head up to New South Wales for that. Definitely be a cool thing to go and get some more stuff off outside the border. We do have another outside the border video coming out soon as well. Once we get and find a spot in the schedule for that. Yeah. So other than that, thank you all for listening. Thanks for keeping watching, and thanks for always keeping up to date with all the channel stuff. So until next time, we'll see you all, or catch you all somewhere on the railway.